Hello, I'm Andrew Flowers, Chair of the Walpole Housing Partnership, and I'm here to talk about Article 20. Walpole is booming with development. Just look at the apartment buildings downtown. But affordable housing is scarce. Two articles on the fall 2020 town meeting warrant hope to increase the supply and quality of affordable housing in Walpole. Article 19, which I detailed in a separate video, creates an inclusionary zoning bylaw, which requires larger scale developments to have some affordable housing units in addition to market rate housing. Article 20, the subject of this video, creates an affordable housing trust fund to promote more affordable housing in Walpole. Now, the goal of both articles, is to respond to the specific needs of Walpole, creating housing that is complementary in scale and appearance to Walpole's existing housing stock. Although Article 19 has a binding requirement for developers to build affordable housing in developments of 6 or more units, those that don't want to build more affordable units can instead make a payment in lieu to an affordable housing trust. And that is the subject of this video and the subject of Article 20. So what is the Affordable Housing Trust Fund? It is a 7-member board appointed by the Select Board. And I want to stress this. The Select Board will have strict oversight of the trust. There will be an annual audit. There's a specific guidance in the trust details that you'll vote on who is to be composed on this trust fund. Financially, it's important to stress that any expense over $5,000 will require approval of the Select Board. So what can the trust do? Given that it has oversight from the Select Board, given that it's a 7-member body of residents, here are some things that the trust can do. Provide financial support for the construction of affordable homes by private developers. This can be for or nonprofit developers. Second, it can help rehabilitate existing homes to convert them to affordable housing. Third, it can increase the level of affordability in new housing development projects. 4, it can develop surplus municipal land or buildings. 5, preserve properties faced with expiring affordability restrictions. 6, create programs to help low and moderate income families make health and safety repairs. These are just 6 examples of what the Affordable Housing Trust Fund here in Walpole could do. But one of the intended consequences of both adopting Article 19, the inclusionary zoning bylaw, and this article, Article 20, the intended consequence is to increase the percentage of the housing stock in Walpole that is affordable to get to that 10% threshold. That would enable our town to prevent unwanted 40B developments. Now, since 1969, just to give you a brief 101 on 40B, you probably have heard that term, but in 1969, the state statute, Chapter 40B, enabled affordable housing developments to be exempt from some local zoning regulations if those developments had at least 20 to 25% of the units with long-term affordability restrictions. So cities and towns like Walpole with less than 10% affordable housing are really severely limited in how we can respond or restrict or deny 40B development. So currently, Walpole just has 7.1% of our housing stock counted as affordable. And many people in South Walpole are aware of 2 40B projects totaling 300 units by Omni Development, LLC, and they're proposed to build those projects on Summer Street in South Walpole. But those are just 2 40B developments. There's actually 3 other 40B projects that Walpole is facing that are pending approval. So 5 total 40B projects. And the idea behind the Affordable Housing Trust Fund, again, with its 7-member board and with oversight from the Select Board, is to increase the share of affordable housing in Walpole and help prevent unwanted 40B developments.